So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. There's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, Addison. And he'll get this up to about the 40. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Addison. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It's a first down on a gain of 10. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They'll run on first down. Addison. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
On first down, Addison. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. On second down now, Addison down right around the 25. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll set up to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 16. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run on first down. Addison, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Desperados will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
An extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start by running the option to the right. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets pop free.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game.
They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Desperados lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. That's just how they do it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Throwing on first down. Ross going up top. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On 3rd down, McIntosh. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Houston set to take over. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wound up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Back to throw now on first down. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. They'll try the left side. Addison, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 4 yards out. And the Desperados have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. That time a 9-play drive, and the result a Houston touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Ross is going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And the Jaguars send out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Ooh, the juke. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's thrown touchdown passes on his last 2 drives as he begins here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll drop to throw. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, Addison. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. 2nd and 9 now. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. They'll look to throw here. Looking middle, and that's complete. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Desperados are able to widen their lead here in this first half. It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Second and 1. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The offense on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Desperados have taken a 5-touchdown lead. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
Well, I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to second and 15. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be caught by Tony. Ross to throw on third down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. So that, another sack for the first-round pick on the season. You know, he's shown here, Charles, in the first few months of his career that pass rushing, it might be a specialty of his.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that I graded him that way prior to the season. That's not necessarily what they drafted him for at all, but let's face it, they're going to take it, and I think they'll expand upon these talents that they found and keep sending him after the quarterback.
Let's take it at around the 40. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Jaguars will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
The Jaguars back with it on offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. On second down, McIntosh pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Holding offense.
9 Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Up the middle they go. McIntosh. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Dave's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And it's fielded at the 34. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And now out come the Jags. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Ross. That's complete to Tony. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. And the Jags will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side. Reed. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And now out comes Houston. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's good for 28 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We continue on with the check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jags. And not much went right in those first two quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, on the other side, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down. Looking to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Now back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Addison.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, you hate that defensively. They had it pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
Now a give, right side. Addison. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. On second down now, Addison. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Up the middle they go. McIntosh. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. They'll run on first down. McIntosh. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. To throw is Ross. To throw on 2nd down. Then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Ross now on 3rd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, McIntosh. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Ross. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll go with the option. Coming right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Problems there on the option and a costly turnover.
Yeah, partner, you know we watch practice sometimes and we see those drills where the quarterback's running with the football and they're swinging pads at him and the brooms are out and they're trying to poke at the football for ball security. I have a feeling next week there'll be an extra session of that each and every day.
Houston set to take over. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gets him a first down.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Leonard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Back to throw again. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Desperados extend their lead yet again. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp on.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Dancing away at the 30. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. On third down, Addison. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Here's Ross on 1st and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ross. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he is going to have a Jags first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Now Ross on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Ross. And that is incomplete. And the Jaguars send out their punter. They'll boot it away from about his 35. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Ross looking to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Jaguars are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Takes it at the 7. And now out comes Houston. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. Addison. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On second down now, Addison. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Up the middle they go. Knox. And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 16. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Well, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st down, Addison, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Desperados look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. To throw is Ross. Throwing to start the drive. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Ross now to throw on 2nd down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Here's Ross throwing on first down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On first down, Ross. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. To throw on second down, Ross. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now Ross on 1st and 10. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Ross. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Ross looking to throw on second down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Ross to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Koo knocks this one through the post, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there's no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense. And they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the home team here, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.